Hello everyone, Dragon Souls here, and welcome to, that's right, my movie review of Avengers Infinity War. What I thought and what I think of it, and all that good stuff, okay? Now, I got done watching it last night, okay? And all I gotta say, before I get into what I think about it, okay? For those who didn't, this is going to be a spoiler. This is going to be a spoiler, okay? Which means for those who have not seen Avengers Infinity War, the movie, for those who have not seen that movie yet, click off this video. Don't watch it yet, because you're going to get spoiled. Okay? Don't watch it at all. For those who have already seen the movie and want to know my thoughts on it, you're welcome to stay. Okay? By the way, it is almost 9 o'clock in the morning, and it is pouring rain today. Thank God, they said it's supposed to be thunderstorms today, but it's not going to. Just rain. Thank God on that. But anyway, yeah, the Avengers Infinity War is 2 hours and 30 minutes long. Wow. Wow, that was a long ass movie, but it was damn good. Awesome movie. One of my longtime subscribers, NicoBoy53, told me that he got the movie. I think he rented it or he bought it. I'm not sure what he did, but I think he's like me. He got it for Netflix like me, and he watched it. But the thing is, he got right in the middle of it and he fell asleep. I'm sorry, but I can't do that. If I'm watching a movie, and if it's not boring, I won't fall asleep on it. In fact, even if it is boring, I won't fall asleep on it at all. I'll just sit here and watch the whole thing, and then see, I don't know, it sucked, But, but I'm not, but I know some people, I do know some people in life that are close friends of mine that lives in my town. It's one of my cousins who actually watches the movie and does fall asleep in the middle of it. So Nico Boy 53, you're not the only one. You're not the only one. But yeah, the guy named Thanos that who's this little giant purple looking guy. He is the guy who played a character as Thanos. Was a hell of a good character. I can't complain at all. The movie was awesome. I can't complain at all. The acting of the Avengers, that the Captain America. They had Captain America, they had Thor, they had Spider-Man, they had Black Panther, they had them all. I mean, they had the Hulk, they had him, they had Captain Doctor Strange, they had them all in there. Okay, I can't. Even do the baby. That's right, everyone. They had Guardians of the Galaxy in there as well. Holy shit! I didn't think they'd actually do that, but they actually did. Now, if you watch the trailer is not half of what it really seems. Because when she then says, sits there and talks to Tony Stark, and he sits there and says, what's his name again? And then she says, Thanos. And if he gathers all the stones within the clip of his fingers like this here, he can go up and kill everyone. Everyone will die on the planet, on the earth, you know, and all this stuff like that, you know, with just a snap of his finger, you know, and then all of a sudden, but everything you see on the video, on the stream, on the trailer, it doesn't really happen, okay? It doesn't. Where he sits there and says there, where it shows that the little like Spider-Man is trying to make a plan for the whole team and everything, and then all of a sudden he said, and Tony Stark says, you know what? That's a great idea. That's a great plan. But one thing, it sucks. So let me do the planning. Well, none of that's true. Okay, none of that's true. Okay. So. The movie was good, and they start and no, they don't start off with sitting here talking and this thing. You know, they actually start off with the action scene. Yes, they actually start the movie off with the action scene. So this guy is like loyal to Thanos. And he tells everyone that they have to obey him, they have to listen to him, bow down to him, and this and that, you know, or they will die, you know. And all of a sudden, you see him walking around, skipping around, you know, and then he's trying to walk past all these dead bodies that's laying on the ground that they killed. You know, all the people that they killed, you know, he's walking past, trying to walk past them and everything. And he's fighting Thor. He's fighting Thor's brother. And, it looks like he was. And, Hawk came out, and it was awesome, you know. Hawk was acting. The Hawk was actually fighting Thanos, was doing a damn good job, by the way. And I was like, yes! I was really getting into it. I was like, yes, Thanos. I was like, yes! Kick his ass! Come on, kick his ass! Yeah! You know, and then all of a sudden, out of nowhere, it was like Thanos had full control and wound up beating the heck out of the Incredible Hulk, you know. I mean, just beat the hell out of him, you know, and later on, the Hulk went back to normal, you know, and as a normal person. And throughout the movie, he was trying to get the Hulk to come out, but all Hulk kept saying is, no! He's like, what do you know? He's like, no, what do you mean no? He said, what do you mean no? He said, he's gonna kill it. He said, he's gonna kill me if you don't. He's gonna kill us if you don't come out. And in different scenes, he kept saying, no. He said, what do you mean no? He said, but we gotta work things out here. He goes off and so Thor's brother was sitting there talking to Thanos, you know, and he's like he's gonna get loyal to him, you know, and he's like, he said, where's the stone? Where's the stone? And I'll let you live. Give me the stone and you die, you know, I'll kill you all, you know, and he said, and he kept refusing, which is always good, you know. And then his brother's like, you want the stone? I can give you the stone. That's real easy to do. He's like, no, brother, don't do it. Don't do it. And he goes up and I just hear it, and he has the stone right there. He hands it to him, and he goes up and breaks it, you know, and then he takes that jewel and puts it on his hand, you know, and he sits there and tells him how he's loyal to him and this and that, you know. But then he goes off and has a knife in his hand, you know. And he's trying to stab, and then all of a sudden he stabs me and he says, "Oh, you shouldn't have never said that." He grabs him by the neck, raises him up, and kills him right there. And I'm like, oh my God, no. I was like, no. Oh my God, I can't believe that. And I was like, that he of all the Thor movies that they made, you know, he was a good character on their movies. And I was like, why did he have to get killed off that movie for? Why? What did that have to happen for? And so I sat there and said, well, shoot. And he's like, no, you know. And he sat there and after he got what he wanted, you know, and he went off and killed his brother. He left, and then the stuff got off of him, and he went walking to his brother and stuff, and he left there, and he went back, and Thor went back to. Went back to, it was Thor or or somebody, I'm not sure which one it was, but one of them came flying to Earth. Yeah, it was Thor and Hulk came flying back to Earth, and they was sitting there talking, and went to Doctor Strange, and all that stuff, but I'm not going to say the full thing, full movie or anything, but all I can say is he goes, they go off and they're trying to gather stuff, you know. They're trying to see what's going on. They're seeing things that's going on, and they're feeling the wind blowing, you know. And he's like, what's going on? What's this, you know? They go outside and they find out there's a big ring in the city somewhere, and they found out, and it looks like it's doing something, blowing everything, you know, and making dust go everywhere, you know, and they didn't know what was going on, you know, and then found out that one person was getting and them people, Thor's people was getting teleported there, you know, and he stood there and said, "Joyce to us, you know, praise to us, and then you surrender to us, and you will live," you know, and this and that. And he's like, "I'm sorry." He's like, "I'm sorry, but who are you, and what are you doing here?" And then they said they told him what they were, you know. And he said, "Sorry, but Earth is closed, and you're not welcome here." And he said, "Leave now, or prepare to die, or prepare to fight," you know. So they got that. They got into a fight and everything, you know. And it was pretty damn awesome, you know. They were trying to get the stones from Doctor Strange. They was trying to get trying to get the stones from different other heroes, you know. They go off, and then she goes on and she says, "Well, I'm gonna have to go off," and Thanos got her, the girl from the galaxy, you know. He got her, and then they made a promise. She made a promise to her that if Thanos gets close to her, for him to kill her. And he said it was already too late. He already got to her, you know. And she said, "You made a promise to me. You promised." And all of a sudden, he's like, he sit there, and it had so much comedy in the movie. Let me tell you something, okay? From the beginning to the ending of the movie, I fucking laughed my ass off. It was it was in between sad and funny as shit. I laughed my ass off on the movie. It was so freaking funny, I couldn't help it. he sit there and he took the gun and had pointed to it and pointed at him. He said, let her go, or I'm gonna blow that sack off you, and that sack off you, that ball sack off your chin. And it was so funny the way he said it. I was like, oh my God, I can't believe they put that in there, you know. And then all of a sudden he's there, and then she goes off and tells him to go ahead and kill her, you know. And he goes off and he says, won't you? He said, yes, go ahead and do it. He says, and then he goes off and aims the gun towards her, you know, and he says, do it. And all of a sudden he goes off and says, she says, I love you. And he's like, I love you too. And then all of a sudden she goes off and he says, he pulls the trigger to kill her, but only thing comes out of the gun with bubbles. And apparently Thanos went off and fixed it to where only bubbles comes out, and not the bullets, you know. And I was like, ah, shit. I was like, here we go, you know. And then he goes off and all that stuff happens, and they disappear. And he told her and they're doing a flashback of how he knows her, you know, and all this stuff, you know, how he went up and killed her entire village and her people and all that, you know. And then he goes off and he finds, and she says, I know where that one stone is at, you know. I can take you to it, you know, if you'll leave them alone and let them be. And he said, take me to, oh, no. It was her sister. He had her sister, and she said, I'll take you to the stone if you leave my sister alone and let her live. And he says, no tricks. Take me to the stone. I know you know where the stone is. You lied to me. He said, I'll take you to the stone if you let my sister live. And he said, okay. So they did. And then just to find out that he had to sacrifice the one he loved. And his loved one. And she started laughing about it, and she said, I was always wanting to see the day, the look on your face, when we had to sacrifice the one you loved. And you don't have anyone you loved or care about. And then all of a sudden, he looks right at her, and he has tears coming out of his eyes. She's like, "Oh, look, he's crying." And then all of a sudden, the guy's like, "Those are not his tears." And then all of a sudden, she's like, "Oh crap, you know, he's gonna actually kill her, you know." And then she says, don't do this. And she backed away, you know. And he's like, I refused my destiny before. I cannot do it again. He grabs her by her arm, and then he tosses her over the cliff and kills her. And then I'm like, oh no, I can't believe. I was like, no, shit, no. I said, damn it. There goes another one. I was like, crap. I said, damn, this movie is dark, I'm telling you. And so all of a sudden, he gets what he wanted, you know. And then he goes off and does all this stuff, you know. And he goes. Now I'm gonna go ahead and get to the ending of it, you know. And here's a part that really kind of got to me, everyone. Here's the part that really got to me, okay? They almost had the damn glove off of his hand, okay? They almost had it. They was fighting him. There was good fighting sequence in there on the planet called Titan. Where they fought Thanos. It was Spider-Man, Iron Man, Doctor Strange, you name it. It was all there fighting Thanos. And even that girl had that looked like antennas there from the Guardians of the Galaxy. She was in there. Um, um, Dave Bautista was in there. The other guy was that blonde-headed guy was in there. They was all there, you know. And they was in there fighting him, you know, and they had him, you know, they had him, and she was on top of him, and she said on his head, you know, trying to stop him, you know, and he's like, can you do it? He's like, I can, but he's too powerful. I don't know how long I can do this, you know. And then all of a sudden, Spider-Man's like, like this, you know. He's like, and Tony Stark was like, he's like, Pete, get over here and help me with this, help me get this glove off of his hand. You got it. He came over there, and they just almost had it, you know. And then all of a sudden he came up to him and he says, where's my girlfriend at? Because he's going out with that girl, you know, and then all of a sudden he tells them the truth. And he said, and all of a sudden she says, she's dead. She said, tell me it's not true. Please tell me it's not true. And he says, I'm sorry, I had no choice. And all of a sudden, and Tony Stark's like, don't do it, man. Don't do it. Don't lose it. Don't lose your cool, man. Don't do it. We're almost there. We almost got it, you know. We're almost got it off of him. Then all of a sudden, he goes out and takes the guy, and he starts pounding in his face. I mean, hitting him in his face and everything. You know, and then all of a sudden, Tony Stark just had to let go, you know, and stop and grab a hold of him and stop him from it. And when he does, and then she's like, whoa, like that, you know. And Spider-Man was just this close, everyone, this close to taking his glove off of his hand and destroying, so they can destroy that glove. And then all of a sudden, just when it hit him, he's like, Spider-Man's like, I got it, you know. And all of a sudden, he's like, he grabs it, and he grabs the glove, and he goes off and he tosses him, and he's like, I was like, ah, shit. You know, I was like, damn it. I was like, you idiot. You had to go off and go off like that, didn't you? It reminds me of Vegeta, you know, how Vegeta went off and got himself hurt because his son got hurt, you know? And, yeah, it was pretty darn good, you know. I was like, and he told him, he said, Tony Stark, he said, I know you're hurt. He said, I know you're cursed. You're cursed like I am. He's like, first of all, you know me? He's like, oh yes, I've known you for a while, you know, and or this, that, you know, how you talk, you know. And then he goes off and says, and he said, I know you're cursed like I am. He's like, the only one that's cursed is you. And then he goes off and he shoots his rockets at him, you know, and then tries to end him, you know. And all of a sudden, he tries to stab him. Which thing is, he goes off and takes the thing off of his arm, and then he stabs him in the stomach, and he goes off and says, and he's like, stop. He's like, stop. He's like, give me the stone. He says, no. And all of a sudden he said, stop, I'll give you the stone. If you let him live, if you spare Tony Stark, I will give you the stone. He's like, don't do it. He's like, it has to be. So he gives him the stone, and he takes off. And then all of a sudden, he goes off. They go off, and they sit here and do all that, you know. She goes off. The red guy, the guy that has a stone in his forehead. he tells her to go ahead and kill him, which she does, but then he goes off and she goes off and he kills her and she kills him, but Thanos goes off and brings him back, and I was like, yeah. First I was like, yes, all right. He can't get the stones now. He's fucked, and all of a sudden he gets the stones. Like, oh fuck! I was like, what? What is he doing? What is he doing? I was like, oh my god! I was like, no, what? He brought him back? Oh my god! I can't believe he did that. I was like, I can't believe he brought him back with that glove, And then all of a sudden, it's like he grabs it and gets the stone. I was like, oh hell no! All is lost. I was like, damn it, shit. And then all of a sudden he goes off and does that, and then all of a sudden Thor comes out and starts attacking him, Thor comes over there and takes the axe and hits him right in the chest, And I'm like, yes, alright, there you go, Thor, kick his ass, kill him. He said, I told you I would kill you for killing my brother. And then all of a sudden he goes out and says, oh, I can't believe you actually did that. Oh. And then he's putting on the good act, And then he says, you should have hit me in the head with that axe. And all of a sudden he goes off and takes it, he goes, does that snap on his finger, and as soon as he does, and he's like, and it goes boosh, and then all of a sudden you see the glove destroyed and everything. It looks like it's destroyed and everything, And he's like, what did you do? What did you do? And all of a sudden, Thanos disappears, takes off, And then all of a sudden, it looks like nothing really happens, But then all of a sudden, they're all getting disappeared, turned into dust, They're all dying, They all get killed. They're all dying except for a few of them, And Spider-Man comes off and says, guys, and there's like, guys, I'm not feeling so well, and he's like, and Tony and Doctor Strange is like, I'm sorry, it had to be done, and he gets killed, and then all of a sudden, half of the Guardians of the Galaxy gets killed, Spider-Man goes out and says, guys, I'm not feeling so well, and all of a sudden he goes out and finds out he finally realizes he's dying, and he goes out and goes to Tony Stark, he's like, I'm not ready to die. I don't want to die. Come on, I don't want to die, and then he goes off and lays down on the ground, and then he starts looking at him and says, and he says something I couldn't hardly hear him, but he said something, and then all of a sudden, Spider-Man was gone. I was like, oh man, I was like, no, I was like, one of my good characters I always loved, he's gone, damn it, and then all of a sudden he's like, Tony Stark was like, what have I done? What did I do, and he's like, he's gone. It's all my fault, and then later, the other parts comes up, and half of the others are it shows the rest of them getting killed, the Black Panther getting killed, dying off, and I was like, oh crap, and then the credit, and then after that, they show Thanos, and they're showing that little girl, and she says, well, did you do it? And he says, yes, it's done. And he said, did you? And he said, was it worth it? And he said, yes, or something like that, And then he said, with a great price. And then all of a sudden, he was sitting there. Looked like he was by himself in some kind of place, And he looked like he was looking right at the sun. the sunset and everything, like he said he was wanting that he was going to do once everybody once it's all said and done. Then the credits starts rolling, and then there's the Easter egg, everyone. There's a little Easter egg at the end of the credits, okay? There is a cutscene at the end of it, and it has I don't know why, I forgot his name, but is that one guy that has that looks like a thing on his eye right here, you know. And he was in a car with his girl, and they're trying to get a hold of Tony Stark, but they couldn't get a hold of him. And he sit there and he was sitting there saying this and that, you know, all kinds of stuff, you know. And then all of a sudden the car comes over and goes this way here, pulls in front of me. He's like, "What the heck is going on?" And they stop the car, they get out and they look. She looks in the car, but nobody was there. And she says, "The car is empty." Then all of a sudden they look, and then the helicopter goes run, 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 and it goes right into the building and blows up, you know. And he's like, "What the hell is going on here? What is going on?" And all of a sudden they're seeing people dying, you know, doing just like the Avengers, the heroes are. They're dying. They was dying off it. They're sitting here disintegrating like the Avengers was, you know. And then all of a sudden he saw her disintegrating, you know, and he's like, "Oh crap," you know. And he's sitting there, he went off and grabbed his machine, and it says scanning. And all of a sudden he looked at his arm, and he's like, and he found out he was just disintegrating too. He's like, and he's still just like, and here's the, he's like, ah, and he's still just like, "Ah, shit," that's the last word he was about to say when it cut him off, when he disintegrated. And then it said, Thanos will return. So there is gonna be Avengers Infinity War Part 2 when Avengers, I think there's a new movie called Avengers Part 4 coming out and coming pretty soon. I'm not sure, but that's what I heard in a long time. Way when this movie was in theaters, that's when I first heard it. But yeah, I'm gonna rate it. But this movie is a damn good movie. In fact, I still have this movie right here. I still have the movie right here with me, and I'm gonna watch it later on tonight again. And I got me some bags of chips, and I got me some sodas. I'm gonna sit here and watch that movie yet again later on tonight for the second time, because it is well worth watching for the second time in a row. And if either November, or if there's some games coming out I can't get it in November, then December I am going to buy the Avengers Infinity War. That movie is a must-buy movie. It is a damn good movie. I can't. I want to watch it again. I really want to watch it, but I'm going to watch it again tonight. Last night I watched it for 2 hours and 30 minutes, and it was a damn good movie. So I'm going to give this movie a 5 out of 5. That's right, everyone. I'm giving this movie a 5 out of 5. It is that awesome of a movie. And I enjoyed it. Let's see. Ultra Gaming Warrior 2.0. Hey, Give me the stone. Welcome to the stream, bud. But yeah, that's gonna be it for this review of what I thought of that movie. Like I said, it is pouring down today, raining, and it's supposed to be doing this all day today and all day tomorrow. And we're talking it's supposed to be thunderstorms tomorrow night or something like that. I don't know. And we're talking it's supposed to be thunderstorms again Monday, so I won't be able to live stream or anything until Tuesday on the games channel of the Tomb Raider. But I do have one more. I do have one more video coming and up next. Okay, I got one more live stream coming up next and here in a few minutes, and it's something that I think y'all's gonna love. Okay. Thank you all for watching, and thank you for the 2 people who hit the like button on the stream today. Thank you very much for it, much appreciated, and much love to you. For those who do hit the like button on demand, thank you very much. Thank you very much for that, much appreciated, much love to you as well. And thank you all for sharing this video with everyone and spreading the word about my channel. But that's going to be it for this review. Post your comments on this video. Let me know what you all think of this movie. If you enjoyed this review movie of Avengers Infinity War, hit the like button, subscribe, and share. If you did not, well, you can always kiss my Avengers Infinity War loving hairy ass. Dragon Souls, signing out.